Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. I'm with Kay, my wonderful friend with Check Before Hire. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So we just wanted to give you some tips and tricks, and we're going to talk today a little bit about drug testing. And Kay, tell me, why should I drug test my staff?
Why wouldn't you?
It's expensive, and
It's really not. A drug test can cost around $45, and
Okay.
you can do a 10 panel, and really it's going to save you money in the long run, especially if you have drivers. I would recommend you run their annual driving license, and I would do random drug testing, because if there's ever an accident, they have to go for another drug test, and it'll save you money on your liability insurance and also your workers' comp.
so I can save money on my workers' comp, my liability, and you said also in the long run by me doing a drug test if they get in an accident.
Yes.
Okay.
So if they get in an accident, you have to send them out again for another drug test,
Okay.
because that'll be what your insurance will want, because you're a drug-free workplace.
Okay.
If you're suspicious about anybody, you can do random drug testing too, because sometimes people do hit a bit of a low in their life and need a pick-me-up, and more power to them, but you've got to protect your company.
Okay, awesome. And so you mentioned 10 panel. I've heard a lot of 5 panels. Why would I go 10 panel?
I would go 10 panels because it's a better test, and it really doesn't cost any more money.
Okay, well that's good. So you're really getting narrowed down, huh?
And for one client, we actually do the hair testing. That is more money. It's around $100, I think, or
Okay.
and that'll tell you if they've ever done drugs in a longer term.
Oh wow, okay. So those are good for your government contracts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what can I do if an employee goes for a drug test and they come back and say, well, I was on a prescription medication?
Well, what happens is when the drug test is run and it comes back because there's something in the drug test, there's a doctor, before it comes back to you, will call the person that you're drug testing, ask them the prescription, what they're on, and if it's the same prescription, the same medication, then they'll be clear.
Okay.
If they can't prove what they're on,
Game over.
game over.
Okay. Well, that's good to know because that's a lot of challenges some of the
Yeah.
managers get. What's the turnaround time going through you guys?
I would say about 48 hours.
Oh, so pretty fast,
Mm-hmm.
especially when we're trying to hire.
Yeah, you just actually, the employer would log in online, or they can have a piece of paper.
Okay.
But today it's easy to do it online, and you can just order the drug test, and hopefully the new employee will go and take that drug test in a timely fashion, and you'll get the results back in a secure email.
Awesome. Oh, so it's secure, so they can't say anything's been done to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I'm working nationwide, are you able to help me with getting drug tests done in different states?
Yeah, we're actually partnered up with LabCorp.
Okay.
So LabCorp have been very smart now, and they're in Walgreens everywhere.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So we found that they are one of the best out there just because of where they are. They're everywhere, on every street corner near enough now. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so do you recommend that people will reach out to you for just pre-hire drug tests right when they're ready to make an offer, or you want them to reach out for you for randoms as well?
yeah, we would set them up as an account, and if they want to do random drug testing, they just go on the system and order them and be done.
Okay, awesome.
And then we just send them a monthly bill.
Oh, that's
Really,
perfect. Really
yeah.
convenient. Okay. Well, is there anything else that you think I should know about drug testing my new staff that I didn't ask you?
The only thing is you can't drug test one person if you've got a staff of 10. You've got to promote it, have signs up, we're a drug-free workplace.
Okay.
And that's really is. You've got to be consistent. You can't say, Michele, go have a drug test, and then, no, Debbie doesn't have to go. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You've got to be consistent.
All right. So only if there was suspicion could you single me out versus Debbie.
Yeah, and you would
Okay.
just call it a random drug
Okay.
test.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks so much, everybody.
Okay.
Check her out with Check Before
Yay.
Hire. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Kay.